So I definitely have go-to things that I do. I'm consistent in any of them. Like I don't have like a rigid like ritual schedule or anything like that. So it's kind of just like whatever I feel like I need at the time, that's what I'll do. And if I don't feel like I need to do it, then I'm not doing it. I don't want to call them challenges, but things that I tend to. The biggest area is mental health. So there's not too many like physical things that I have to deal with. God bless. So yeah, in terms of like tending to my mental health, I talk to myself regularly and I check in with how I'm feeling throughout the day, which is important for me because I'm a very empathetic person. So I have to distinguish between how I'm actually feeling and the energies that I think other people are like putting onto me. And if I don't intentionally ask myself what I feel about situations and things, I find myself getting distracted and spiraling and all of a sudden ending up in an emotional place that I don't even know how I got there. So I do a really good job of being aware of where I'm at the time. I don't necessarily journal all the time, but I do just talk things out. And yeah, I do a good job of creating my own space to be myself. So whether that's just like designing my space within the home environment that I'm in. Or nowadays, a lot of people, well, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but I use social media both for like branding reasons, but also personal reasons. And it's kind of my way to express myself. I know some people are like hesitant to put personal business out there, but I do because it's like a journal for me. But I use social media as also as like a space for me to be myself and to explore myself and put out whatever I want to. So that's what I do really well, is carving out that space for myself and being aware of how I'm feeling and checking in. I do a lot of, tending to my mind and my spirit. They have the mind, body, soul complex where I kind of neglect the body part sometimes, like the physical aspect, because I'm so head in the clouds. So I would like to improve my relationship with food. And one of the, I guess, concepts that is resurfacing in my awareness now is how your gut health affects your mental health, and how the foods that you eat and just your microbiome and everything has an impact on your chemical balances and the way you inherently feel. So I'm working on kind of just experimenting with that. I don't like to, say things don't work until I try them out. And I think it's important to go back to like building a strong foundation and a baseline that you can establish as your norm so that when you deal with your mental health and things, it's accurate. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like if my body isn't right or if I'm eating junk foods and I'm feeling depressed, I can't accurately pinpoint why that is because I'm not operating from like a clean slate. So, yeah, just tending to my body with better foods full of life force energy and all of that goody goodness. So it's a part of like my winding down process at night. I will like dim the lights. I have a little Himalayan salt lamp that I like to turn on. And more nights, like more often than not, I will like sleep naked. But at night, I kind of just like dance around and specifically like dance in front of the mirror. Like I enjoy looking at my body personally. I enjoy, feeling myself, if that's how you want to put it. I don't know if it's uniquely feminine, but I also just like to play with my appearance a lot. So like right now, I'm looking a mess, but just if it's coloring my hair or doing things that I feel accentuate my emotions, but like outwardly. And yeah, I've just been exploring the divine feminine lately and just trying to get an understanding of what that actually means. And I'm learning that a large piece of it is just the power to create and the power to make things, whether it's life or just creativity in general. So yeah, just expressing myself creatively, I think, is uniquely feminine me. But I recently decided that I wanted to learn how to draw and get into digital art. I think the drawing process is also teaching me a lot about non-judgment, because if I draw something and it doesn't turn out well, it's not about how it looked, it's about the fact that I literally just created something. Um, And another thing that I'm doing in terms of like divine feminine energy is just, I learned recently that hibiscus tea has, it's just in tune with that whole feminine energy. So just, again, it goes back to consuming foods and doing things that inherently have that feminine energy so I can like tap in.